Hello everyone, this is Harika. Welcome back to my channel Tech Edu for You. Today we are going to discuss about inheritance in Java, guys. Thank you for supporting my by subscribing my channel. Please watch till the end, then only you can acquire the knowledge about Java inheritance concept. Let's get started our actual video. Contents. And when we go with the inheritance, we'll mainly focuses on the what is meant by inheritance and how we use the inheritance, syntaxes, etc. And what are the types of inheritance. And when we go with the introduction part, Java inheritance is the main object-oriented programming concept, and it's a main part of the OOPS concept. And inheritance in Java is a mechanism in which one object can acquire the properties and behaviors of an parent class or parent object. And the idea behind this is you can create a new classes that are built upon the existing classes. It's nothing but it is possible to inheritance attributes and methods from one class to another class. The group the inheritance concept into the two categories, that is nothing but the subclass and superclass. Subclass is nothing but the child class, superclass is nothing but the parent class. Child class that inherits from the another class, but when we go with the parent class, it's being inherited from another class. In inheritance concept represents the easy relationship. It is represents the easy relationship, is a relationship, which is also known as the parent child relationship. Is a relationship is nothing but the parent child relationship. And we have aggregation concept that has a relationship. But when we go with the inheritance, it is a easy relationship. Why we are using inheritance concept in Java? For method overriding. Firstly, for method overriding, so you can run the polymorphism and can be achieved. So runtime polymorphism can be achieved by method overloading. For code reusability, why we are saying code reusability? The parent class code can be accessed by the child class. In this way, code reusability can be done. In terms of inheritance, we will use the class, subclass. Subclass is nothing but the child class, superclass or parent class, reusability. Here the class is a group of, here only not in Java, a class is a group of objects which have the common properties, and it is also a template or blueprint from which objects are created. And when we go with the subclass is a class which inherits the other class. This is also called as the child class, derived class, extended class, etc. Superclass. When we go with the superclass is a class from where a subclass inherits the features. The class which is inherited by some other class is nothing but the superclass. Superclass is also known as base class or parent class. Here when we go with the reusability, as the name specifies, the reusability is a mechanism which facilitates you to reuse the fields, methods and existing classes when you create a new class. You can also use the same fields and methods already defined in the previous class also. This is the syntax of the Java inheritance. Here we are giving class, subclass name, extends, superclass. Already we have written the superclass code for the subclass, class, subclass name that extends the superclass names. And we will write the methods and fields, data fields, etc. in the braces, within the braces. This extend keyword indicates that you can make a new class that derived from the existing class. Extend is also to increase the functionality of the main class, sorry, functionality of the superclass objects or superclass methods or the superclass data fields, etc. In the terminology of the Java, a class which is inherited is called a superclass. The new class is called a child class. Java inheritance example, and we'll have the one more example over here. Already we have seen the example over there. We have seen the syntax over there. By from that syntax we can say, we can give the example. Here we have taken the employee and programmer example. We have created the two classes, employee class and a programmer class. Here the programmer class is a subclass which acquires the properties of the super class, that is nothing but the employee. Employee is a superclass. Here the relation between these two classes is the programmer is a employee. A programmer is a employee, or we can that means we can say that a programmer is a type of employee. Here only we have given the class employee, we have given the data field float salary is equal to some constant value, and class programmer extends employee. Programmer extends employee class. Int bonus is equal to 10,000. Public static void main of string args. The programmer P, we have created the object to programmer class. P is equal to new programmer. System.out.println of programmer salary is this much, and programmer bonus is p dot bonus, p dot salary. By dot operator we can dot and object dot variable name we can call the variables. By we are just printing the values, we are printing the values. Here we can see that programmer salary is 40,000. We have directly accessed the salary variable by using object to the, by creating object to the child class. And the another variable bonus can be can be printed directly by using the programmer object only. In this way we can print the values. Types of inheritance. On the basis of the classes, there are three types of inheritance in Java. Those are nothing but the single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. But in Java programming, multiple and hybrid inheritance is supported through the interface concept that can be learned in the later videos. And already we have the simple, single, multi-level, hierarchical, multiple, hybrid inheritance in CPP. But when we come with the Java, it won't support the when we go with the classes, it won't support the multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance, why we won't use the multiple inheritance can be discussed later in this video. Single inheritance. Single inheritance is nothing but the simple inheritance. When a class inherits another class, it is known as the single inheritance. And in the example given below, the dog class inherits the animal class. This dog class inherits the animal class, and so there is a simple inheritance. Already in the previous example, employee and programmer, that is also a single inheritance. Here we have given the class animal, void eat, system.out.println of eating. When we go with the dog class, extends the animal, dog barks, system.out.println barking. Here we are printing the statements. Class test inheritance public static void main string args dog d is equal to new dog. We have created the in main function. We have created the child class object. By using the child class object, we have called the both the functions, both the methods. The output would be barking and eating. Why it like that? We have called the bark function first and eat function next. Next, we are moving with the multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance is nothing but the when there is a chain of inheritance. Class C inherits a class B, class B inherits a class A. But when we go with the class C, it indirectly can access the class A. As you can see the example over below, baby dog inherits the dog inherits the animal. When we create the baby dog object, we can call both the functions which are in the dog class and animal class too. Indirectly, it acquires the properties of animal. In real world example, we can say grandfather, father, and baby. Grandfather, father, and baby. Likewise, the output would be weeping, barking, and eating. Next, we are moving with the hierarchical inheritance. In hierarchical inheritance, it acquires the two or more classes. Properties, two or more classes can inherit the same class. Two or more classes inherit the same class. The animal can be extended by dog and cat because dog is also an animal, cat is also an animal. When we create the cat, when we create the object to the cat, if we given the bark example, bark function, it won't print. Next, we are going with the multiple and hybrid inheritance. Multiple inheritance is not supported in Java through classes. It supports from the interfaces. Later in another video we can discuss about that. When one class inheritance inherits multiple classes, it is known as the multiple inheritance. One class inherits the both class A and class B, that is nothing but the multiple inheritance. Hybrid inheritance is nothing but the combination of two or more inheritances. Hybrid inheritance is possible when the multiple inheritance is not there in the hybrid inheritance. Why we are not using the multiple inheritance? Why the multiple inheritance is not supported in Java? We can discuss by using this example. To reduce the complexity, simply the language, in the Java language multiple inheritance is not supported. Let us consider a scenario where A, B, C are the three classes. C inherits the A and B. If it is not supported, but I have given the example here. By extending A comma B, when the both the classes have the same method or same variable, there should be an error message. There would be an error message at the compile time error, or it may be the runtime error, Java render compiler time errors. It can, if you inherit two classes, and so whether you can have the same method or different method, there will be a compile time error. There would be a compile time error, so method won't be invoked in these classes. That's why we are not using the multiple inheritance in Java classes, only in Java classes, but it can be supported in Java interfaces. Thank you guys for supporting me for watching the video. If you like this video, please like, share and comment to this video and subscribe to my channel. Once again, thank you.